All right, so that's 5. Shit. Oh, I don't think I can eat. The U.S. government is trying to take some money back, which we were promised a backdoor deal. By the way, U.S. military, we know that was never going to happen, but we're having to pay back hundreds of dollars over the next 4 months, and that is because of this great stimulus check, not the one that you're thinking of, the $600 or the $1,200 that we previously were getting, but this is because we had Social Security in the military deferred for 4 months starting in September until the end of the year for COVID-19 relief. And everybody back then said, hey, guess what? We really don't need it. We promise. We like our pay. Don't mess with it. In the military, we know very well the second you mess with our pay, that's when everything goes haywire. That's when we need to talk to somebody. We need to figure it out. Then we get overpaid. Then we get underpaid. Then we get unpaid. Then it gets messed up somehow again when we PCS, and then it all happens over again. And we all know what happens the second the U.S. government does not have their money. Boop, they take it. You have no money, and you're sitting there eating ramen with $5 paychecks. Breakfast, switch it up, chicken, lunch, and then dinner. But guess what? When you need your money, tell me how fast that happens. I'll wait. Now, with this resolution of trying to ensure people were going to have some extra money due to the recession and everything that was going on, supposedly, where the military, we've had stable income the entire time. We know when we get paid, how much we're getting paid. It's pretty set. That is the whole reason why a lot of people join the military. Now, it was known that we were going to have to pay this back in the future, but we got that little shh, Timmy, shh. We got you. We're going to hook you up at the back end. We promise you, you are not going to pay this back. We're going to pass a law. It's going to allow you to never pay this back. Just call it a loan. Take it. But we know better. This is just like every time in the military, or we did like an extra duty for someone else that randomly needed it, and they're like, and your boss is just like, shh, quiet. I'll get you a day off later. Trust me, I got you. And it never happened. Our hearts are broken. Our minds are shattered. My heart is split into a million pieces. Stepped on it, stabbed on. My entire life is in ruins because I've been let down for years upon years, yet I still re-enlist. Now that Social Security money is going to be paid back supposedly over the next 4 months, starting from December 31st or January 1st, if you want to call it that, over until April. And so for me, for example, I had $233 taken out all of those months, which luckily I did invest. I held on to, and I put it in places where it grew. So I'm okay with that. But they're talking about actually making it even better for the military by saying, guess what? You know how we were like, hey, you guys might actually get that hookup? Well, you're not getting the hookup, but we're going to make you pay it over 12 months. How about that? That doesn't make it any better. No matter how many times you slice the same pie, the pie is still the same. Do we need to work on fractions? Do we need to understand it's still the same? This is why we have people with 7-year car loans. Yeah, I can afford the car payment. It's only $200 for the next 7 years. Math, it's so hard to understand. Now, a lot of people are going to compete with this and come back and say, well, we're getting a pay raise usually every year, which some people are saying we're probably going to get a 3% pay raise, but I doubt that. If you looked at previous years, the average is not 3%. We got 3% last year, which was higher than normal, but it could be less, and I'm going to expect probably like 1 to 2%, if anything. Would that offset the difference that we might notice in the pay deduction of paying back over the next year? Sure. No one asked to have this money taken out of their accounts. No one was really hurting for money that bad. We had 3 meals a day that you're going to take our food allowance. You're going to pay for our house because we live wherever you tell us to, or you give us housing allowance. We also have health care. We also have disposable income. I don't think many of us were hurting. We have other resources which are there in case we really needed them. A lot of the military is 18 to 22, maybe 24 years old right now, where that extra money, where did it go? It went to booze. It went to, I would say happy endings, but no, COVID-19 ruined that. They probably spent on alcohol, spent on their gifts, trying to go see their family for the holidays, where they probably overspent. And we knew that was going to happen. Every leader in this entire military cringed hearing this plan when they're like, okay, so we're going to give them more money now, but we're now going to delay a problem until later. Now I got to worry about that problem. Now I'm sending them to some relief society in order to ensure they even are able to pay their next light bill. On the macro level, made sense. Trying to stimulate stimulate the economy, I guess, say that you're doing something good. But on the downside, on the micro, we're probably going to see a lot more problems, and we'll see how that happens over the next couple months. I'm not complaining about the pay. I'm just saying, let's keep it the same. Let's not change it. Don't touch it. We know if it's not broke, you don't fix it. Just keep the pay coming. We're not trying to pay anyone back, big military. But this is the part of the video where I get to what you guys think. Do you think that we should have never had this taken out? Did you actually use that money for anything resourceful like I did? I invested that money. I did bump up some of my investments, and I was doing that with the money that I received, and I saw it as an opportunity. I'm not the person that maybe had a hardship time during this holiday season. I do know that some people are suffering. I'm not being totally naive, but I would like to know if this did help you guys out, and if you did use it to something that was beneficial. Please note that down in the comments below, and I would love to know, what do you think about military pay in general? Do you think it's too much, too little, just right? Who knows? Some people even say in the comments, we should do this for free. The service and sacrifice should be what we serve for. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. PS5 is. But as always, if you guys do have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.